Hey guys, ET1 Sammy here, knocking off another video for you today. When you're seeing this video, I'm probably going to be on vacation in Sri Lanka. I'm doing a week-long trip to visit some family, take care of some business here in Sri Lanka. I think I'm going to try to upload some videos while I'm here, but I doubt it because of the internet connection here is a little bit here. The internet connections in Sri Lanka are a little bit slow. So for me to post a video might take a little while, but I'm going to try. Anyway, here it is today. Today's topic are the 3 R's at school important in today's wired world. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. So what do you learn at school today? Now, I haven't been in school in 40 years, elementary school. University, I'm not 100% sure about university, whether it's important at all. It is if you are going to become a specialized person. But, I mean, come on. A liberal arts degree, what is that teaching you? Or a degree in ancient languages, or, what does that do anything? I understand a MBA. I understand medical, engineering, computer science, rocket scientist. A specialized, but liberal arts, I've never understood those degrees. What does that help you? You have these people who have liberal arts degrees. What is that? What are you going to use that for? Or language, or contemporary history or something. Unless you're going to be a teacher. I just don't understand it, spending all that money and all that time. That's just my opinion, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now let's go back to elementary school or middle school or public school. High school, we'll talk about high school. Let's go to elementary school. When I went to school, now I'm 50 years old, so I started school in 1970, 73, 74. This is pre-computers. So you had to learn how to do everything manually. You had to learn how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, fractions. You had to learn all of that stuff. You had to memorize it. You had to learn about science and history and geography. There was no computers. There was no internet. Right up until high school, none of that stuff existed for me. So you had to learn it all. So today, I don't know what they teach in school today. I don't know what the syllabus is, what the curriculum is. But what I'm going to talk about is my experience and what I believe should be taught in school. And these are the things that are not taught in school that should be. All right. I doubt they teach typing anymore because kids know how to type before they get into school. But I had to learn how to type. Typing on a keyboard with all the letters blacked out. So you had to memorize where everything was. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Oh jeez, it was so. And the home keys, the keys that you had to put your fingers on. Oh jeez, that was so long ago. Anyway, today's kids, I hear they're learning coding and programming, which is important. I think that's important. But some of the things that they're not taught is, how to take care of yourself. Home economics, shop class, how to fix your car, how to maintain your car, how to maintain your house, how to change a fuse, how to change a tire, how to sew on a button, how to cook an egg. Those are the things they should be teaching people. Secondly, some of the things that I never learned. Now, I did have shop class, I did have home economics when I went to school. So I learned those basic things, okay? But some of the things that they don't teach you is how to vote and how the election system works. They teach you the basics, but they don't teach you how to vote. I think that's important. Taxes. They don't teach you about money. And I find that really strange. Some of the most important decisions in your life are based on money. Credit cards, how do they work? Loans, how do they work? Mortgages, how do they work? Investing, how does it work? Retirement, how does it work? They should be teaching those fundamentals in the beginning so that people don't get into trouble. But obviously, it's the government that decides our curriculum. And what does the government want? They want people to be in debt because it helps the economy. It helps the rich. It doesn't help the poor, it helps the rich. If people borrow money to spend it and then have to pay interest on it, it helps two people. It helps the economy and it helps the rich people who own the debt. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory. I'm not going to get into it. But I mean, they should teach us that, but I never learned that, but I do know that the square of the hypotenuse is the sum of the two sides. And that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cells. What does that help me in today's world? No. These are the things that we should be teaching our kids, or we should be learning in school. Taxes, debt, not politics, but the way government works, so that people understand. Because all the misinformation that's out there, and here's, my final point. We live in a world where every single piece of information is available in your hand, on your phone. Yet people still post information that is 100% false. All they got to do is look it up. Just a simple Google search, and it will tell you the truth. But yet people choose not to do that. Or they choose to believe that it's a conspiracy. Now, I have yet to meet anybody in my circle of friends who believes the earth is flat, who believes that we haven't been to the moon, that is anti-vaxxer, that is, all these conspiracy theories, I just don't understand how someone can believe the internet or a Facebook group over a doctor who has been teaching, who has been working as a doctor, gone to school for 10 years and done all of this stuff, but they believe, a Facebook group. Anti-vaxxers are my number one. That's just, and this, I just watched something about, what's her name? The movie star that started this. She has a series on Netflix. I don't even know what it is. I read about it. I don't even know who it is anymore. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it because it's just stupidness. But anyway, anti-vaxxers are my number one because it just and I think it's because I've worked with doctors, and it's logical. The number one thing they say is like, yeah, it's a conspiracy for the pharmaceutical industry to make money. Yeah, so every single person around the world is in on this conspiracy because they don't have any family members that are dying from cancer. No. They wouldn't want a cure found, right? They don't have children who are dying from leukemia. No. Come on. One of my clients was the head of hematology at one of the biggest cancer research companies here in Korea, and her mother died of cancer. And when I asked her about this many years ago, she just shook her head and she said, I can't believe that human beings are that gullible. So, you have a right to believe what you want, but don't just, I'm not even gonna spend any energy on it. Flat earthers. One thing, okay, here's my point. One beautiful thing about me growing up in the 80s without the internet is that there have been naive and ignorant people throughout history. It's just today on the internet, I get to see who they are, and I can delete them from my life. I don't have to forge relationships with these people. But just flat earthers, I mean, you're just, How? Like, how? I just don't understand it. You know, here's a famous quote: science is a fact. You don't have to believe it, it just is. A theory is just that. It's the absence of any other credible information. All right? I need to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, or touch it. Then I can believe it, right? And somebody said, well, have you ever seen $1 million? I said, no. Well, how do you know it exists? Well, I've seen one. So if I multiply that 1 million times, I can, I can foresee that $1 million. It just, I'm not gonna get into. I see people, and some people comment on some of the things I post, and I just ignore. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. Itaewon Sammy, living life. I'm out.